What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's just me, Jenny. Thank you, everybody who watched my last video. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. Really appreciate that. So, quick thing before I get into the video. Quick little story time. So, it took me a very long time to upload this video because my phone, everything, laptop, everything's just been going wrong these past couple days. I was in the Sprint store for hours because I had to upgrade my phone, and let's just talk a little bit about that, being in that store. I was in there for hours, like I said, and I don't know what they had going on promotion. For whatever reason, there were balloons all over the place. They also had some good popcorn and some water, pretzels. Kudos to that, but the balloons had to go. Why? Because I have a little phobia of balloons. Not of them just being in the room, like I'm cool, you know, they on the walls, whatever. But it's when they get popped that I freak out. So this must have been daycare day at Sprint store, because it was just kids in and out of that store all day. One little boy comes in with his mother, going in with the balloon. They tag teaming, volleyballing with the balloon in the store, and I'm just like, I can't. Just stay over there and we cool. Of course, the balloon taps me on my shoulder. He's getting closer, so now I'm like, all right, now I gotta get up and move, because I can't. I don't do it, y'all. I don't do it. Anyway, so now, oh, another thing. Please excuse the hat. I'm having a little bit of a bad hair day. I'm trying to wait till my birthday to get it right, get it tight. So I had to put a hat on. But anyway, so now this little girl and her brother comes in the store. Cute little things. They was ODing with these balloons. Like hitting each other, sitting on it, just violating these balloons at this point. So now I'm like about to hyperventilate. I get up again. I'm trying to move, trying to explore the store just to get away. Now a little girl comes up to me. Cute little thing, right? She goes, look, I have a balloon. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, whatever. Then she's like, look, I want to give you something. So now she pulls out her emoji stickers, so she puts one on my hand. I'm just like, oh, thank you, okay. Go and see mama now. I'm going to give you another one. So now my hand is covered with all these emoji stickers. So now I'm like, thank you. Okay. Now she's sitting on the balloon, bouncing on it. I don't know what kind of helium they had in these balloons, but it wasn't popping. But her brother over in the corner, because he was straight ODing, popping them. I'm like, all right, you know what? That's it. I gotta go. I said, let me sit outside the store away from them. Do you know that this little girl and her brother followed me out of that store? So now I'm looking at mama. Like, before I even walked to the store, one of the employees had the nerve to say, that's your kids? I said, if they were my kids, they would be sitting down, not tearing up your store. But anyway, so they outside now, and I'm like, no, go back to your mother. They just looking at me laughing like, Mama, she too busy yelling at the people in the store to know that her kids are outside of the store with a total stranger. Thank God I ain't no crazy, but I'm just saying, you don't know anybody. Long story short, I could not get rid of these kids until their mother finally decided to leave the store. And when she's leaving, that's when she's like, oh, why you bothering this lady? Oh, no, don't worry. They just been bothering me for the past 20 minutes. But you leaving now, so you good. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest real quick. And with that being said, let's get into the video. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be doing a Q&A today on the book, because after everyone read it, everybody has so many questions, and I don't even remember some of them because, like I said, the book came out in March. So everybody was like hitting me with questions. So now that I have this little YouTube thing going on, I figured everybody send me your questions, let me know so I can answer them. So I was getting pretty much the same questions from everyone. The most obvious one is who or what inspired the book. Initially, like I said, there was no one inspired the book. I was just determined to write one after I read True to the Game by Terry Woods when I was about 12. I was just very inspired to want to write something that amazing. Initially, there was nothing really, like, I didn't even know what the story was going to be about, what the book was going to be. I just was like letting it flow. But then as I got older and became a little more experienced with life and, you know, went through things, I took bits and pieces of my experiences and people that I knew, or, you know, just different things that I've seen growing up in the neighborhood and all that. I took everything and just let it flow on paper, and just everything just worked out. Like I said, obviously, like, a lot of people thought it was my story. My family thought it was going to be about us, and it's not. But like I said, of course, different things that happened in my life inspired it. Like, you know, I've been in love, I've been in relationship, whatever. So those type of things, like, I've grown up in a house with someone who suffered from alcohol abuse. I've been, you know, having more than one sibling, you know, you don't always get along. You know, different things I grew up around inspired certain things in the story. But like I said, everything was not my particular story, but whatever I experienced in life helped me to come up with what I came up with in the book. Like, I'll say this, like, I'll just, a little spoiler here, there is a rape scene in the book. I personally have never experienced anything like that. When the book came out, after some people read it, I found out that some people I do know have actually experienced something like that. But I personally never experienced it, and I was worried when I wrote about it because it's such a gruesome and hard thing to deal with, that I felt like it wasn't going to come off authentic or genuine because I myself personally never experienced it. But I didn't get any of that, like you shouldn't have wrote that because that's not, you know, everybody was just like, wow, you know, I've been through that, or I feel like you was writing about me or something like that. So that I was really glad to hear that, because I don't want, like I said, even though everything in this book I particularly haven't been through, I wanted everything to come off genuine and authentic, and I want someone who's reading it to be like, who has been through something in the book, to feel it like, damn, like she know my life or something. Like, I want that response, and so far I've been getting that, so I'm really grateful for that. Also, people wanted to know about the characters. Everybody wants to know about what's gonna happen to this one, or why was this person like this in the book, or, you know, a lot of that. I got a lot of those questions, and I even got some like, well, what you should do in the future or the next book. I feel like somebody actually told me they felt like Riley, which is the main character, should become a drug dealer like her dad. Like, she should take her dad's place and become the top drug dealer in her hood, or whatever the case. And I thought that was interesting because, like, in reality, sometimes you can't break free from that generational curse. You can't, you know, you can't break the cycle. So sometimes you becoming exactly what your parents are, or whoever raised you, and you become that. So I thought that was an interesting concept of her becoming a drug dealer. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. A lot of people wanted to know about the title. Now, before the book came out, I would, you know, when I would tell people like, oh, I wrote a book, and they're like, what's the name of it? So when I would tell them the name, everybody's like, what? Inherited Dysfunction. Like, that sounds crazy. The title came from a quote from Dr. Thema Davis. And I was looking up quotes because for those of you who haven't read the book, each chapter starts with a different quote that describes, you know, what's going to take place in the chapter. It's random quotes, like some is from people that I don't know, some people is from rappers, from movies, whatever I found that related to the chapter in particular, I picked out the quote. So I came across this quote from Thema Davis, and the quote says, "Refuse to inherit dysfunction. Learn new ways of living instead of repeating what you lived through." When I saw that, I was like, damn, like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, no shade, I love my family to death. They love me to death. But I tell anybody in a minute, like, you do not have to be a product of your environment. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's dysfunction in everybody's family. I don't care what you say. We all got dysfunctional people in our family. Sorry, it is what it is. But I always vow to say, you do not have to be a product of your environment. You do not have to be a product of your environment. For whoever needs to hear that, just because you grow up around a certain thing and your family handles themselves a certain way or the way they do things, that does not mean you have to be the same way, okay? You do not have to be that drug dealer that your pops or your uncle or your brother or whoever, you don't have to be that. You don't have to be the teen mom that your mom might have been or your sister. You don't have to be that. Some of us got uncles and aunties that may be on drugs. You don't have to be that. You do not have to be what your family. Yes, you could ride for them and love them to death, but do you have to become exactly who they are? Hell no. You are your own person. You are your own person, and you determine how you want your future to end up, how you want your future children. If you have children already, you determine your future, not your family. I'm just saying, I'm about to start preaching. We'll save that for another video. But I just want to make that message very clear. Like, you do not have to be a product of your environment. And that's ultimately why I came up with that. That's why that quote stood out to me, and I decided to name the book behind that quote, because that's ultimately what it's about. Like, that dysfunction is so real, and you grow up around it, and you just feel like, damn, like, you know, why my family gotta be like this? And just when you think that your family is the only one that's either crazy or just, you are not the only one going through it. Trust and believe, you are not the only one going through it. I've heard stories. Please, everybody's family goes through something. Just know you are not in it alone, but do know that you can break the cycle. It may not have started with you, but damn it, you could make your own damn path, and do you. You are not your family. Just know that. And then the main question, is there going to be a part 2? Will there be, oh shit, I got that. Will there be a part 2? Will there be more books? Absolutely. I actually started writing another book that had nothing to do with this. But after this came out and everyone read it, they were like, okay, part 2 now. And I'm just like, I didn't know that I could do a part 2. I thought it was, you know, gonna end here and something different was gonna come out. But I decided there will be a part 2. So exclusive. No. I'm definitely gonna be working on a part 2. This book, being that it's about family, it could be a whole series of these. Like, I could literally go in depth about each character. Each character could get their own book about them and their family. Like, it can go so far. And I'm really looking forward to that, because I don't know, I'm kind of feeling writing her parents' story. I don't know. We'll see. There'll definitely be a part 2, so look out for that. I'll be working on it. Don't worry. I hope that I answered all your questions to the best of my ability. If you have any more questions, please comment down below. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Go and get the book, Amazon.com. It is available, $11.99. What is that? That shit looks scary. It's still there. I don't know what that is. But anyway, like I said, go to Amazon.com. Go right now. Right now, right now. Click that link. It's available there, $11.99. You can download it on your Kindle devices. If you are a member of Kindle Unlimited, it is free for you. Free, free, free. Can't argue with that. Go ahead and do that. Go read it. Oh, before I forget, how can I forget this question? Because every dude, every guy has asked me this question. Is this a chick book? Whatever the hell that is. It is not a chick book. It is not just for women. It is not a man bashing, whatever the hell y'all consider to be a chick book. It's not that. Just saying. It's for anybody, men, women, different races. I've had white people read it. They loved it. Anybody can read this book. I do not recommend it for your children under the ages of 18, even though, listen, it depends on, your child, your child's maturity level. That's totally up to you. I don't recommend it for a child. Disclosure, just saying. Once again, that wraps up video number 2. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, like. Subscribe, comment, like. Hey, subscribe, comment, like. Hey, subscribe, comment, like. Now, Jenny out.